was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door. And you knocking, might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to duty.
Coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, this is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's them handwritten letters from home. It's them sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's a line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Hey. From the fields of Indiana to the swamps of Louisiana to the golden coast of California, Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His purple heartbeat won't stop, and his 18th birthday was the day he was born. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down, here's a lie. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, stand on the front line. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, pay the ultimate price. Oh. march in line, march in line. Hey. Hey.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for round number 3 of the 2023 World of Outlaws Late Model Buttkicker Qualifying Series Top Split live from Pennsylvania's Port Royal Speedway as we get set to find out who will take out round number 3 of the series. Let's take a look at qualifying on the program. We'll see the first drivers start to make their way out onto the racetrack. Cody Nevin in car number 11 will take the green flag. Dylan Hauser coming into tonight is your championship leader, 685 points. And you go back to Nick Baum, JD Brown, Landon Francis, and Blake Murray. Those drivers make up your top 5. JD Brown going to go quick time for the moment. Justin Norwood, you're watching Blake Murray on screen. In car number 83, Blake Murray, driving that Apex Industries 83 entry. JD Brown still quick at the moment with 18.278. Robbie Buchanan Jr. goes second quick. Scott Fritz on the racetrack. One of the newlywed, mind you, just got married. Caleb Durgan jumps up inside the podium. Blake Murray just outside the top 5 now as Colton Zimmer did move into the top 5. See where Scott Fritz is going to put himself in that number 48 machine. He goes 8th quick. Cody Nevin will take the checkers for him and he will go position number 11. Corey Valise on the racetrack as well in car 17. Dylan Hauser also on the Speedway again coming into tonight. He is your points leader. There is that House of Speed number 2 machine. JD Brown still the man to beat with an 18.278. Will that stand? Hauser 18th quick. John Ruggiero Jr. piloting the D1RT ML Performance number 44 machine. We'll see where Ruggiero can go. Just coming up to 30 seconds. Ethan Toner goes 15th quick. Ruggiero lap number 1 will go 13th quick, and that will basically wrap up the qualifying session. It is going to be JD Brown, the man out in front, and will lead us to the first of 2 heat races. Robbie Buchanan Jr., Caleb Durgan, Nathan Waddell, and Ryan Flatten. Going to make up your top 5. Jacob Fields, Tanner Tomasi, Alex Bergeron, Colton Zimmer, and Luc Bernier. Those drivers will be your top 10. We'll see 2 heat races on the program. We trust that you're enjoying and you're about to enjoy the Port Royal Speedway here on the racing.com service. Qualifying results coming up, and here they are. It is JD Brown officially with an 18.278. Robbie Buchanan Jr., Caleb Durgan, Nathan Waddell, Ryan Flatten your top 5. Jacob Fields, Tanner Tomasi, Alex Bergeron, Colton Zimmer, Luc Bernier, Coy Vlies, Caden Honeycutt, John Ruggiero Jr., Tristan Lauderseur, Brent Evans, Ethan Toner, Cody Nevin, Jason Salter, Scott Fritz, Justin Norwood, and then the final couple of drivers will find themselves at the back of the heats. Here we go, heat number 1. And we'll line up like this. Front row, inside and outside. From the pole position will be JD Brown. To the outside of the front row, Caleb Durgan, position number 2. Position number 3, inside your second row, it's Ryan Flatten. Position number 4, Tanner Tomasi. Row 3 to the inside, position number 5, it's Colton Zimmer. To the outside from position number 6, Coy Valise. Position number 7, fourth row to the inside, it's John Ruggiero Jr. To the outside, Brent Evans out of position number 8. Cody Devon driving the King Race Designs number 11 machine rolls off out of position number 9 to his outside, driving the CFM Esports 48 entry, that is Scott Fritz. Position number 11, it's Lucas Rourke piloting the 5 machine to the outside. Position number 12, that is Blake Murray. Hello. Hello, Nick. Yeah, good day, mate. Yeah, gee, day. And a good day at that, fellas. Let's get ready. Heat number 1 of 2. Oh, geez. Not a good start for the 14 entry of JD Brown. Send him around one more time. Behind the racing.com official pace track, the field is in the hands of the 14, deciding when he wants to come back and visit us onto the racetrack here at the Port Royal Speedway. And that, of course, is JD Brown. Caleb Durgan driving the 33 outside front row. A 6-week qualifying series. We are at week number 3, the 2023 World of Outlaws iRacing qualifying series for the Pro World Championships. Top split on the program. Round number 3 here at Port Royal. We are green off turn number 4. And Caleb Durgan got an absolute blinder of a start as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. Durgan will lead down the back straight away. Keep an eye on Ryan Flatten as he now looks down to the inside track. Very tacky on the bottom side. Flatten going to slide up in front of Brown. Brown's gone. Here comes Tomasi back to the inside. Brown's around the outside of Flatten. Lap 1, make that... How are we on lap 2 already? That can't be right. We only just started. Flatten, top 6 will go through to make that top 7, I believe it is. We'll go through to the main event. Vlies into the outside guardrail. And you go back to Colton Zimmer, Brent Evans. They work side by side. Here comes Cody Nevin. Now, lap number 3 is upon us right now. Nevin getting a little tight. Nevin on the outside looking in, trying to put himself right into tonight's main event. Nevin's going to dive down low down to the inside into turn number 3. Nevin slides up in front of Evans. Evans turns it back underneath him as they work off turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Evans has got position number 7, the 7th and final transfer spot for the moment. Caleb Durgan continuing to lead the way, half a second from JD Brown, Ryan Flatten, Tanner Tomasi, Coy Valise in the 17, Colton Zimmer in the 09, Brent Evans in the 101 machine. Everybody riding high, wide and handsome through the top of the through the top of the speedway here at the Port Royal. We are already halfway home, 4 down and 4 to run. We'll make it 5 down, 3 to go. 4/10 of a second lead for Caleb Durgan. Heat number 1, of course, finishing positions. We'll line up the inside row. There's Tomasi in 4th position. Coy Valise still working the top side of the racetrack as well, everybody. Just rolling the cushion. Here comes a challenge for position number 4. Vlies with a slide job on Tomasi. Oh, look out, Nevin nearly into the back of Brent Evans. Here is Colton Zimmer as well, trying to work his way forward. Each position is a row towards the front of the field. 1.5 to go. Evans has left that top side open in the middle of 1 and 2 because he was trying to get up on the inside of the 09 of Colton Zimmer. White flag is out, 1 lap left to run. And here is your battle on for the race lead because here comes JD Brown. He cuts back down the middle on the exit of turn number 2 as they work down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Caleb Durgan going to be looking too good, too strong. Heat race number 1 victory goes to Caleb Durgan. 2nd will go to JD Brown. 3rd will be Ryan Flatten. 4th is going to be Tanner Tomasi, Coy Valise. Rounds out your top 5. Colton Zimmer, Brent Evans. Those drivers will book their ticket to a 40-lap main event later on this evening for 8th on back. I believe it was Cody Nevin who came in position number 8. Blake Murray, Scott Fritz, Thaddeus Marshall, Lucas Rourke, and John Ruggiero Jr. Ah, okay, so we had 13 cars. Apologies. So 13 cars, we had 12. Anyhow, shows how much I pay attention. Heat number 2. Port Royal Speedway, Robbie Buchanan Jr. on the pole position. Nathan Waddell outside the front row from position number 2. Position number 3, it's Jacob Fields, Alex Bergeron from position number 4. Luke Bernier from position number 5, Caden Honeycutt from position number 6. Tristan Lourdes lines up at position number 7, Ethan Toda from position number 8. Jason Salter from position number 9, Justin Norwood from position number 10. Dylan Hauser from position number 11, Jesse Ettigan from position number 12. And James Braswell Jr. from position number 13. We are ready for a start. G'day, Nank. G'day, mate. Heat 1 is done. Heat 2. Send them around one more time behind the racing.com official pace truck. And again, these top 7 will line up the outside road. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14 is the finishing or the starting positions from the top 7 finishers in this one. The other 6 drivers that will go towards the outside row of the B main. Buchanan picked up a win here just under a week ago with a money race in preparation for tonight's Pro Qualifying Series, your top split. We'll see if he can do it again tonight. We'll see what the 31 is made of. Working down the back straight away. Heat race number 2. Waiting for the Banana Man, the Robbie Buchanan Jr. And it's a slow, steady pace. He stands on the gas. The front wheels pick up, or the front left picks up. We are green. A horrible start for Jason Salter at the back. We go 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Field slides up in front of Bergeron. Bergeron turns it underneath as Waddell works to the outside. Here comes the 10 machine of Caden Honeycutt to the inside on the 007 entry of Jacob Fields. The middle line looks to be pretty good through 3 and 4. Toda in the 23 machine, working up with a slide of attempt on Jacob Fields. Couldn't complete the slide, left him a lane on the outside of the racetrack. Fields trying to get around the outside of Bergeron as Bergeron, big slider there on the 10 machine of Caden Honeycutt. Honeycutt works it underneath. Oh, contact Justin Norwood around, no yellows in heat racing action. So no yellows until our main event time of 40 laps. Honeycutt, Bergeron, Fields and Toda. 4 cars battling it out for 3, 4, 5 and 6 positions. Meanwhile, Buchanan leads by just under half a second over Nathan Waddell. Then you go back to the final transfer position. That is Jesse Entigan in that number 1 machine for Hunt the front. Sulphur, after having a horrible start, is now finding his way. Bernier with a slide jump on Salter down into turn number 3 and 4. Salter's going to look back down to the middle of the racetrack on the exit of turn 4. They'll drag race to the start-finish line. That's just for a better starting spot in tonight's B main. Meanwhile, back up in the middle of the pack right now for 3rd through to 7th row. 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th, I should say. Oh, look out. Toda got into the back of the 10 machine of Caden Honeycutt. Honeycutt now, once again, he'll look down low, down into turn number 1. Slide jump on Bergeron. Toda going right through the middle of the racetrack, leaving the top side lane open for business. Meanwhile, Jesse Endigan all alone in that 7th and final transfer position. Oh, look out, there's contact. Nearly 3 wide down the front straightaway, just a couple of laps left to run. Here at Port Royal Speedway, the second of the PA tracks we've seen in 3 weeks. We started up at Lincoln. And of course, week number 2, where were we at last week? I've got no idea, I can't remember. Doesn't really matter because white flag is out, 1 lap left to run from Robbie Buchanan Jr. He is going to lead from start to finish, and a confident and dominating display in heat race number 2. Buchanan will get the win from Nathan Waddell. Home in 2nd, Bergeron 3rd, Honeycutt 4th, 5th will go to Toda. Fields and Entigan will come home 6th and 7th. Oh, we're at Volusia last week, yes, how could I forget? How could I forget? Consolation race, your B-Main is up next. But first, we'll take a look The 7 drivers going through to the main event. Buchanan, Junior, Waddell, Bergeron, Honeycutt, Toda, Fields and Entigan, your 7 drivers. For the likes of Salter, Hauser, Bernier, Braswell Jr., Lord of Sewer and Norwood. We'll see those 8th on through to 13th. We'll see those drivers in your B main coming up, and that B main is on the grid right now. Rolling off from position number 1, driving the King Race Designs, Team CFM Esports, number 11 machine. It is never clear, not clear. Cody Nevin to his outside, piloting car number 10 for D1RT Racing. It is Jason Salter. Blake Murray lines up the 20, make that the 5. I think he runs a 5 machine. From position number 3, Dylan Hauser lines up the 2 from position number 4. Scott Fritz, the 48 for CFM Esports, starts position number 5. Luke Bernier from position number 6. Thaddeus Marshall driving the D1RT entry will start from position number 7. Position number 8. Outside your 4th row for Team CFM Esports, it's the 18 of James Braswell Jr. Lucas Rourke lines up at a position number 9. Tristan Laudersewer from position number 10. John Ruggiero Jr., the 44 for D1RT Racing from position number 11. And Justin Norwood driving the 4 machine lines up at a position number 12. 10 laps on the board. Field at 1 to green. Who will find themselves going through to a 40-lap main event later on. And right after this race, there's no warm-up. It's straight into a feature. We wish the drivers the best of luck in the consolation race. And after getting screwed last week in the B main, where he got blatantly taken out by a clown, it is going to be Cody Nevin who will start us off. Turn number 4. Green flag is out. 10 laps is on the board. And boy, that was a close call between Nevin and Salt as they work down into 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Hauser up on the inside of Cody Nevin. A little bit of door touch and touchy squeezy. Feeling contact at the back. Scott Fritz getting screwed in that one along with Thaddeus Marshall. Meanwhile, Dylan Hauser to the race lead, but here comes Cody Nevin trying to fight back on the inside. Lap number 1 belongs to Cody Nevin. They go 3 different lines, bottom, middle and top side through turn number 1 and 2. Hauser's got a big head of steam working down the back straightaway. Now he's going to challenge up for the race lead. Hauser with a slide job on Nevin. He's going to leave it right to the end, but now Nevin goes back to the inside as they drag race down the front straightaway. Give it to, I think Dylan Hauser may have just had it at the start-finish line by a front bumper. Nevin slides up. Hauser still runs in the runner-up position. Jason Salter and Bernier make up your top 4 drivers. Cut back line for the 11 machine of Cody Nevin, with the outside line is just too good for the moment. Well, Hauser got stuck in the slick down the front straightaway. 3 laps into the books, and we are at a battle on for the race lead. Hauser, Nevin into the side of Hauser, down the back straightaway. Into the wall he goes. Now cuts it back beneath the slick, trying to stay in the moisture. Hauser's got it in lap number 4. We are complete. Next lap, we are half race distance here in your consolation race. Top 4 will go through. Nevin with a big slide job on Dylan Hauser. But Hauser, he's already seen it coming. He was already thinking about the crossover by the time he got into turn number 3. Hauser back to the top into 1. Now he's going to again wait for the slide job to come out from Nevin. He'll turn it back underneath. Now little slide job there on the exit of turn number 4. Meanwhile, battle on between Salter and Bernier as Blake Murray tries to close in the gap. On the outside looking in is Blake Murray in that 83 machine. Battles for the top 4 positions, first and second, throwing haymakers, throwing slide jobs. Battle for third and fourth. They keep on constant changing lines, changing positions. Bernier with a slide job on Salter into turn number 3. But again, we stay focused on the battle up front. We'll see if Dylan Hauser can hang on, because here comes Cody Nevin down into turn number 1 and 2 one more time. This time he's going to stay below the slick, but Hauser got too good of a run there on the exit of turn number 2. Hauser back to the race lead into 3 and 4. 2 laps left to run for your race leader. That Hauser Speed number 2 machine of Dylan Hauser. But it is at King Race Designs Majula C Speed Shop number 11 machine of Cody Nevin, trying to fight his way back up to the front. Oh, look out. Contact. Boys, you're at your boat in the show. Don't do anything stupid. Cody, you done it last week. You done something silly. And no, let's see if history cannot repeat itself. White flag is out. 1 lap left to run. Hauser going to protect down to the bottom, down into turn number 1. He will lean down the back straight away. Cody, don't do it. You've got a spot in tonight's main event down into turn number 3. Don't do it. Don't do it. Checkered flag is set. And it's going to be Dylan Hauser getting the win over Cody Nevin. Third will go to Bernier. Salter will grab the 4th and final transfer position. Everybody else, unfortunately, pack it up. We'll see you round number 4 next week. And where do we go to next week? Let's have a quick Captain Cook Cedar Lake Speedway next week. Consolation race results coming up very quickly before we go to your main event starting grid. Hauser, Nevin, Bernier and Salter going through to the show. 5th on back. Well, we say goodbye. Thanks for coming. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Platts. Anyhow, A main time starting grid from back to front. Let's see how they line up. And starting from position number 18, it is Jason Salter. Position number 17, Luke Bernier. Position number 16, Cody Nevin. Position number 15, your B-main winner of Dylan Hauser. Position number 14, Jesse Enterkin. Position number 13, Brent Evans. Position number 12, Jacob Fields. Position number 11, it's Colton Zimmer. We move to your top 10. Position number 10, Ethan Toda. Position number 9, Coy Valise. Position number 8, it's Caden Honeycutt. Position number 7, Tanner Tomasi. Position number 6, Alex Bergeron. Position number 5, Flying Ryan Flatten. Nathan Waddell, position number 4, JD Brown from position number 3. Robbie Buchanan Jr., position number 2, Caleb Durgan will line up on the pole position after picking up a heat race 1 victory. And we are ready to go racing next time by. Off turn number 4, the field to the green for the moment. Then it is time to go racing at Port Royal Speedway. Who will take out the 3rd round of the 2023 World of Outlaws iRacing Buttkicker Pro Qualifying Series powered by iRacing. Week number 1 at Lincoln Speedway. We all remember that one, a race that went flag to flag. Volusia Speedway last week, had a few cautions. And now round number 3 here at the Port Royal Speedway. Next 3 weeks we'll go to Cedar Lake, Lucas Oil and the dirt track at Charlotte. But before we get to those final 3 tracks and before we embark on the final 3 rounds of the series, the back half, it's time to find out who will pick up round number 3 here at Port Royal, your 2023 World of Outlaws Buttkicker Late Model Pro Qualifying Series Top Split powered by iRacing. Ladies and gentlemen, 40 laps on the board. Let's get naughty for 40 here at Port Royal Speedway. We are green. And it's a drag race between Caleb Durgan and Robbie Buchanan down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes JD Brown, the winner last week at the Volusia Speedway Park. Looking down to the inside, down into 3 and 4. Going to pick up the runner-up position, but for how long? Because lap number 1 belongs to the 33 entry. And that is Caleb Durgan. Second is Buchanan. Brown runs in 3rd. Then you go back to Nathan Waddell, Alex Bergeron and Ryan Flatten battling it out for 5 and 6 position. Then you go back to Ethan Toner, who's already moved up 3 positions here in the opening lap and a half. It's still Caleb Durgan to lead the way. We go back and look at this battle on between Caden Honeycutt in the 10 machine, Ethan Tater in the 23. Boy, oh boy, he's moved up 3 positions. And the 23, the Sweet Victory Apparel Visual C Speed Shop entry is hauling right now on the bottom side of the racetrack. In fact, he's going to follow the 15 entry of Ryan Flatten. We go green. We go yellow. We are already green. Let's have a look here. Jacob Fields in the 007, your NLRA instant replay. Keep an eye on the 007 entry. We'll see what happens. Oh, just getting a little bit of a nudge there on the right front there from the 1 machine of Jesse Enterkin. Of course, that will bring us under the yellow flag conditions for the first time this evening here at the Port Royal Speedway. But it is this man out in front. You know, no one likes that angle. I could probably change the angles up on the fly if I really wanted to. But it is 2 to green, so the field will get set once they come off turn number 4. This time it'll be a 1 to green, as these drivers are on the back straight away. And something I learned about this on the exit of turn 2, where you see the cars just rolling over. It's got that little bump on the exit of turn number 2. I found out as to why. There's a tunnel that goes from the outside of the racetrack underneath, and it comes up into the middle of the raceway. Also found that out by the portrait himself of Alex Robinson. So field should be ready to go back to 2x2 restart. Oh no, they go single file, that's right. Single file restarts. Of course, caution laps not counting. I'd like to stay on this angle, but I just feel like it's a little too far away. So we'll just go back to this angle. At least we can see a lot closer. 3 down, 37 to go. It's the 33 of Caleb Durgan. He gets on the gas, stops the throttle, foot to the floor, and we are back underway. We'll see what JD Brown can do down into 1 and 2. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to try the inside line, but Caleb Durgan, remember these guys finished 1-2 in heat race number 1. It was JD Brown who went quick time before Caleb Durgan got an absolute blinder of a start in heat number 1, where he was able to pick up the victory and go on to lead flag to flag as they worked down into 1 and 2. The 31 of Buchanan trying to rail the outside, trying to get a run. Waddell, then he go back to flat, followed by Bergeron, Honeycutt, Toda. They're going to continue that battle down into 3 and 4. In fact, it's Honeycutt on the inside of Bergeron. Bergeron gets the run down out of turn number 4. So a lot of these drivers working top, working middle, trying to find the moisture still early on in this main event. We go back up and look at your top 3 on screen as they work off turn number 4. It is Caleb Durgan leading the way from JD Brown. Here comes the 31 entry of Robbie Buchanan Jr. He's rolling that cushion like he just don't care. Off turn number 2 into the outside. He goes on the 14 entry of JD Brown. Buchanan has got that thing wound up and looking high, wide and handsome. Working off turn number 4, if you don't mind, and here he is once again down into 1 and 2. Rolling the cushion, gets to the outside of JD Brown. Now he will make the pass. Buchanan going to momentarily move into position number 2. Now he's going to try and come after the race lead. 3-way dance off turn number 4, nearly 3 wide down the front straightaway. Durgan has still got the number 1 position. Brown going to try and slide up and force Buchanan into the wall. He left him a lane on the outside, but here comes Buchanan to the outside. New race leader down into turn number 3. Durgan, will he slide up? No, he's going to stay mid-track. And here he is working off turn number 4. And new race leader at the start-finish line. It's the Nana Man, Robbie Buchanan Jr. to the race lead. Durgan going to fight back once again on the inside into turn number 1 and 2. But it's Buchanan who has got that 31 machine hooked up on a dime up on the top side of the racetrack. Brown trying to go inside right now on Caleb Durgan into turn number 3 and 4. They'll race off turn 4. Durgan going to hold on to the runner-up position. Meanwhile, here comes JD Brown once again. We are 10 down, 30 laps left to run. Durgan, Brown, side by side, runner-up battle for second and third as Buchanan starting to drive away. He's got 6 now, 7/10 of a second lead over the drivers in second and third at the line. Give second is still to the 33 of Caleb Durgan. Durgan once again trying to fight back on the inside, but JD Brown, boy, I tell you what, he is good when it comes to these races. And he knows that it's a long race, so he's just got to be patient. Durgan with a slider on Brown. Brown once again back to the inside. Little contact halfway down the front straightaway. Already, it is a 1.3 second lead for the 31 entry of Robbie Buchanan Jr. Brown still holds on to second, now into 3. Then you go back to Durgan in third. Fourth is Ryan Flatton. The 5 of Nathan Waddell rounds out the top 5, but not without pressure from Caden Honeycutt, because here comes Honeycutt with a slide job into 1. Waddell back down to the inside. Waddell and Honeycutt wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Waddell, will he go all the way to the top? No, he's going to stay right through the middle of the racetrack. It's the outside line. Oh, look out, Brent Evans. Going to get turned around there. Tanner Tomasi involved in that one. He keeps it going. But we are going to go yellow in the 101 machine of Brent Evans. Will find himself around yellow flag. Let's take a look at your NLRA instant replay. Evans and Tomasi in a 1.5 second lead is now gone for Robbie Buchanan Jr. Look at this, 3 wide, if you don't mind. And it was Tomasi who got into the back of Brent Evans. And Tomasi just really had nowhere to go. He tried to cut back line. Probably should have backed out more than what he did. I'm sure that he would have backed out of it a hell of a lot more. In fact, strength of field, by the way, something I didn't say, 7,500. For those playing at home, and for those not playing at home, 7,500. Absolutely rocky. This track is mint. It's actually clay, but it's a few different lines to run. So round 3 here at the Port Royal Speedway. The second of the PA tracks were visited in 3 weeks. Of course, we went to Lincoln Speedway week number 1. Week 2 was Volusia. Week 3, Port Royal. Next week, Cedar Lake Speedway for week number 4. Then the penultimate round of the series, week 5 at the Lucas Oil Speedway. And then, of course, to wrap things up, all roads lead to the dirt track at Charlotte for the final week of the 2023 World of Outlaws Buttkicker Pro Qualifying Series in the late models. Of course, live right here on Ultimate Dirt TV, we are covering top split every week. We've done it the first, including tonight, 3 weeks, and we'll certainly pick up the action in the final 3 weeks of competition. Lights are out. Single file restart. As you can see on the back of that spoiler, the 31 machine, the Banana Man of Robbie Buchanan Jr. will lead us off turn number 4. And Platzi's know what I'm going to meet with this one, and it's should be a nice, constant, steady pace. Inside joke. 25 to go. Buchanan, Brown, Durgan, Flatten, and Honeycutt. Your top 5. Here we go. Back underway in the main event as they work off turn number 4. It's the Majula C Speed Shop 31 car will go down to the bottom. He'll run the mini slider line into 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Flatten going to challenge Caleb Durgan. Keep an eye on JD Brown to see what he does. Buchanan and Brown immediately go back to the cushion into 3 and 4, but it is Robbie Buchanan Jr. He was absolutely electric. He was electric there in the opening 10 to 15 laps and getting to the race lead, running the outside of the racetrack. Again, those money races in preparation for the qualifying series really starting to pay off. Meanwhile, I'm going to say JD Brown, he is closer right now, down into 1 and 2. Will he go for the slide jump? No, he's going to stay mid-track by the time he gets off turn number 2. Watching Flatten trying to move his way through this field, trying to move up into a podium position. He's running in 4th position, trying to get by the 33 entry of Caleb Durgan, but here comes Caden Honeycutt now to the outside, down into 1 and 2 we go. Meanwhile, side by side for the race lead one more time, but it's Buchanan who is way too good on the outside. Meanwhile, Bergeron into the wall. He's going to lose 1-2 position to Toda and Zimmer, and now Coiver Lee's going to make it a 3-car spot that Bergeron will lose. Meanwhile, Waddell closing in on the inside of Honeycutt, down into 1. Oh, they make a little contact. Waddell, Honeycutt probably got the worst of that one, but they work off turn number 2. Some spoiler damage to the 10 machine as he'll now work it back to the top into turn number 3. That is Caden Honeycutt and Nathan Waddell. Waddell in the 5, Honeycutt in the 10 machine. They watch Brian Flatten roll the cushion through turn number 1 off turn 2. He comes back through the moisture. Now here comes Ethan Toner. Colton Zimmer right there as well, along with Coy Valise and Zimmer work it side by side off turn number 4. Zimmer's got the advantage in the 09 machine. We are past half race distance, down into turn number 1. Here comes Toner one more time, looking for another position, trying to beat that tire charge, but that at the moment has gone to Jason Salter. He started dead last, and he's up to position number 10, so he's +8 slider from Toner on Honeycutt. Now here comes Zimmer back down to the inside. Half a second lead still before Robbie Buchanan Jr. over JD Brown. Caleb Durgan, your top 3 has not changed. Flatten and Waddell still running in the top 5. Here comes Zimmer on Toner once again. Toner with a monster run on the exit of turn number 4. Honeycutt still doing what he can to hold on to position number 6, trying to find for every inch of this racetrack and trying to fight for every point possible in this World Championship qualifying series. Because you know every point counts, every position is really going to matter, especially when it comes to the end of the 6 weeks where they take the top 20. We'll see where these drivers are going to fan themselves out. Working on 15 laps left to run for your race leader, Robbie Buchanan Jr. Boy, I tell you what, JD Brown has not let him get too far away. Brown once again goes down to the bottom. Buchanan still works on the cushion. And that 31, boy, I tell you what, he looks absolutely glued and on a rail upstairs. In fact, now he cuts back down to the middle on the exit of turn 4, so the cutback line. And I'm sure that I'm sure he'll have one of the CFM Esports Pro drivers helping him get through this racetrack. I'm sure a lot of these drivers have got spotters just telling him where other people are running at the moment, keeping an eye on the lap times. And meanwhile, he starts to drive away. 7/10 of a second is your race lead. Waddell trying to catch up to Ryan Flatten. 13 laps left to run here at the Port Royal Speedway. How you going, Noah? Waddell looks down low into turn number 3. Waddell's going to slide up right up to the cushion. Flatten turns it back underneath him off turn number 4. Meanwhile, gaggle of cars behind him. It's Zimmer, Jason Salter and Coy Valise battle out, but 8th, 9th and 10th position. Salter's going to pick up one more spot in the D1RT number 10 machine. He's nearly gone through half this field. In fact, he has right now. He started 18th. He is +9 on the main event. Honeycutt still trying to hold on to position number 7 as Ethan Toder's worked his way to position number 6. Zimmer in that HRE Motorsports Majula C Speed Shop 09 machine trying to fight his way up one more position. Meanwhile, it's still half a second lead for Robbie Buchanan Jr. with 10 laps left to run. Flatten now got some company with the 5 machine of Nathan Waddell. Waddell rails the cushion, now gets a run on the outside, and Waddell picks up position number 4, relegating Ryan Flatten back to position number 5. So top 1 and 2, top 3 on the exit of turn number 4. You want to be right through the middle of the racetrack. That's what we're seeing. That's what I'm seeing now for the most part of what has been the last 12 to 15 laps. Brown starting to close in. Now it's down to 2/10 of a second. Boy, this is getting interesting. Just the heat race distance left to run here at the Port Royal Speedway. Robbie Buchanan Jr. still trying to hold on to the number 1 position. Oh, he's so good in turn number 1 and 2. Brown needs to do something. He needs to figure out something better than what Buchanan's doing in 1 and 2. But through 3 and 4, I'm going to say Brown looks a little bit better than Buchanan. Going down to the bottom into 1 and 2 goes JD Brown. Not going to be able to be any closer than what he has been the last 5 or 6 laps on the exit of turn number 2. 3 and 4, this is where he starts to catch up to him. 6 laps left to run for Robbie Buchanan Jr. and JD Brown out in front of the field. They got 1.2 seconds on third place driver of Caleb Durgan. It's again Buchanan who is starting to catch up to lap traffic, and that should be Brent Evans and Jacob Fields in the 101 machine. Then you go back to Bernie Eyre as well. Those drivers are having a 3-way dance for position 15, 16 and 17th. Jesse Anderson, I believe, is back in the pit area. Meanwhile, here comes Brown off turn number 2. He's close. He is close. Slide job down into turn number 3. No, he's going to stay mid-track, forcing Buchanan to go the long way around at the line. Buchanan just had it by a front bumper. Here comes Brown to the inside. Buchanan once again working around the outside. Jesse Anderson is that lap car on the bottom side of the racetrack. Going to the middle is JD Brown. And again, going the long way around is the 31 entry of Robbie Buchanan Jr. at the line again. It is still Robbie Buchanan Jr. with just 3 laps left to run. Boy, oh boy, we are in for an absolute belter of a finish here with just 2.5 to go. Brown once again trying to go the big move down into 3 and 4. Popsicle sticks are out, 2 laps left to run. Brown and Buchanan Jr. putting on one hell of a finish here at the Port Royal Speedway. It's Brown on the inside in the 14. Buchanan still works the top of the racetrack. He is so electrifying upstairs. Here comes Brown once again down into turn number 3. He stays mid-track trying to keep the left side tyres in the moisture. White flag is out. We race it to the start-finish line. 4 turns is all that separates one of these drivers from victory lane. Brown on the inside, Buchanan on the outside. Buchanan's got it down the back straight away down into turn number 3. Here comes Brown one more time. One last chance. Off turn number 4. Brown's going to slide up Buchanan to the outside. Brown's going to win. JD Brown steals it at the line. Oh, can you believe it? He had done everything right for the majority for 39 3/4 of a feature race. But JD Brown is going to steal one away from Robbie Buchanan Jr. And there is your winner in the 14. Your official results coming up. JD Brown, 0.046 of a second over Robbie Buchanan Jr. Heartbreak for the 31. But a good points off for those two. Caleb Durgan comes home in the final spot on the podium. Nathan Waddell, Ryan Flight in your top 5. Ethan Toda, Caden Honeycutt 6th. Coy Valise 8th. Colton Zimmer 9th. Jason Salt, the hard charger from 18th to 10th. He goes +8 in the feature event. Dylan Hauser comes home 11th. Alex Bergeron 12th. Tanner Tomasi 13th. Cody Nevin 14th. 15th is going to be Luke Bernier. Brent Evans in 16th. Jacob Field 17th. And of course, finishing in the pits, Jesse Entigan 5 laps down will come home in 18th position. What a race we've just witnessed. Let's go back, because that is too good not to watch once again. How good is this? This was coming to 2 to go. Brown to the inside once again. This is a replay of the final 2 laps. So Brown goes low in 1. He sticks the bottom off turn number 2. Buchanan, yep, he looks good. He looks good. But for the last 5 to 6 laps, it's been Brown who'd been pestering on the bottom side. And of course, the white flag lap. White flag lap. Yeah, we'll rewind it, Rocky. So just that little mistake on the exit of turn 2 was probably what cost Robbie Buchanan Jr. And this is a slow-mo at the line. You can't get much closer. You can't get much closer, but 0.046 of a second. And a smart move by Brown there. He drove down the racetrack to get the moisture. But let's go back to the white flag. And let's watch it in car of Robbie Buchanan Jr. So white flag. And in fact, this is how good it's going to look. So there's Brown. Down the back. Oh, that's the white flag there. So Brown goes inside. He's good. He's good. Probably just a little bit too much wheel spin down the back straightaway. And boy, I tell you what, he left it all upstairs. And look at this move right there. You see JD Brown, he drove down to the inside. And what a way to wrap up week number 3. A fantastic showing between Robbie Buchanan Jr. and JD Brown. Again, white flag is upon us. And just have a look at how good that number 14 entry is of JD Brown. Take nothing away from Robbie Buchanan Jr. He was good for 39 3/4 laps. But it only had to be for 1 lap. And that goes to JD Brown. And for 2 weeks in a row, that Slick Sim Sports number 14 machine will go to victory lane. What a way to wrap up week number 3. Of course, we won't have the point standings just yet because we've still got the other splits to go on at the moment. But making it 2 wins in 3 weeks. JD Brown here at the Speed Palace, Port Royal Speedway, top split of the 2023 World of Outlaws Late Model Buttkicker Pro Qualifying Series top split Week number 3 belongs to JD Brown. And he backs up 2 weeks in a row. Volusia and Port Royal. Next week we head to the Cedar Lake Speedway, followed by Lucas Oil, and then of course the dirt track at Charlotte. To find out who will take home the final 3 weeks and to find out which drivers will get their opportunity in the World Championships for the 2023 World of Outlaws Late Model Pro Series. To find out which 20 drivers can catch all the action for the top split right here on your home for Dirt Sim Racing on Ultimate Dirt TV. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you next week.